All right, spring episode. A lot of farm stuff. We got Matt Cooper doing farm to table. Jen Sweeney, I know she does horses and stuff, but I think she's doing peacocks. I wonder if she's gonna be. What was that?
Like the moves that you're doing on purpose, sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Yes! Welcome everybody. Later with Jason Suel. So glad that you are tuned in. The band sounds great. Bo is here. Got a great show lined up for
I
you.
sound
Welcome,
great.
everybody.
We
always
all
sound great.
You sound great.
We sound great. It's spring, man.
Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, we did it.
Thank you for the sound effect.
Yeah, I'm just a walking.
We did.
Foley
We
machine.
made it. We made it through kind of a harsh, weird winter weather season.
Yeah.
Not that we're out of the woods. It's always weird in
It's gonna
spring
snow
too.
tomorrow, right? Isn't that what
It
they
could.
say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
either going to snow or it's going to be 85 degrees.
Remember when we had like thunder snow a month ago? Like,
Yes,
what is
of
going
course.
on?
I'm really excited, Bo. Jen Sweeney's joining us. Yes, Jen. She is the
Physically
voice.
in here?
Yes, she's the voice of the show, but she's also physically going to be in the hot seat today. We're talking about a really cool commercial that she's done, some cool stuff that she has going on where you can actually rent from her, I'm hearing. So anyway, she's coming up a little bit later on the show. We got the band, OG punk band, Liquid Courage joining us.
Whoa.
That's right. And speaking of Liquid
I
Courage,
was like, where's mine?
cheers, everybody.
Oh.
That's right. Oh, yes. Did you hear that sound effect? That was me getting Liquid Courage to talk to our chef who's down there at the chef's table, Chef Matthew Cooper from Conifer. Matt, what are we going to be cooking up down there? What are you putting together for us at the chef's table?
Hey, well, so spring's here, so we're doing asparagus and celery root salad today.
Oh my god. And it smells so fragrant in the studio right now.
It does, like vegetables.
Vegetables, your favorite.
I love vegetables.
We're going to get to try some of that a little bit later in the show. Right now, we're going to send it to a recap video produced by Fayetteville Public Television of Soup Sunday. You remember we had Randy Wilburn on the show talking to us all about it. When we were there, we captured all the footage. Check that out and then stick around because we got all that fun happening later. Welcome back, everybody. We've got Jen Sweeney in the hot seat. You're going to recognize her voice. She is the voice of the show. Later with Jason Suel, you're on every commercial break at the end of the show talking about the next episode. But now you're here to chat with us about your career. Thanks for being here, Jen.
Live and in person, not
and in
just a talking head.
Yes. And you brought a present.
You know, I thought I heard you say I didn't bring you flowers, and so
Yes.
you were singing that.
I was singing
last
that
time
song,
I saw you.
yes.
And I was like, I've got them growing. They're coming up now. In the
I like
yard.
how you brought
beautiful.
2 and gave them both to Jason.
Yeah. There's one for you.
Oh, one for you.
Okay,
Yes.
yay!
Yes.
Silly.
These go by like 2 names, don't they? I'm always confused. Are they daffodils? Are they jonquils? Are they both? Are they either?
I think they're both.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Jonquil. Daffa John.
A Dapper John.
Call your
like that.
doctor to see if Jonquil is right for you.
Jonquil.
So, Jen, obviously, you have this whole voiceover career. And I know that people are going to recognize your voice from this show, but you did some pretty major things recently, including, get this, a Super Bowl ad.
Yep.
You were the voice of the phone that Miles Teller was talking
I
to.
know. Yes. I was on. It's called On Hold. It was. Are we allowed to say what?
Yeah, sure.
The product
yeah,
was?
yeah.
Bud
Say-
Light.
Yeah.
Bud Light commercial that ran on the Super Bowl, starring Miles Teller and his wife,
Yes.
and me as the On Hold voice.
Yes. You were there. You were talking, and they were kind of dancing around.
Yep.
While they were on hold.
While I was having them be on hold for 96 minutes.
So, like for me, I know how acting gigs work. How does a voiceover career, like, do you get a call from somebody and they're like, "Hey, we want your voice on this ad"? How does that work?
So I audition. My agents send me scripts, audition scripts, and I crank them out
Yeah.
every day. And sometimes I get hired for
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a big
I've
deal.
got a radio background and an acting background, and I can edit pretty well too.
Yeah.
So
And we keep you on your toes with all the stuff you do for us.
yes,
right?
you do. Yes, you do. Last minute, bam.
Last minute, I know. I'm like,
Bam.
we need this, Jen, and she
Jenny on the
always,
spot, bam.
You always supply. It's great. You
My
also have voiced some video games. I know.
I actually am
Yep.
still looking for a Secret Service pinball machine.
That's right.
Always on the lookout.
That's right. Secret Service pinball. I did that early in my career when I was still in college. I did 2 pinball machines, Secret Service and Torpedo Alley. I think
Oh.
was the
There you
other
go,
one, but
Bo.
yeah,
I know, they're both on my list.
I know. We got to get that to
I did.
Fayetteville.
I got close to a Secret Service. It was in Missouri, about 4 hours north. But he just wouldn't come. He wouldn't back off the price. But there'll be
Okay.
another one.
Let's work him again.
Yes.
Let's make that happen.
So,
Manifest.
so when you say you did the voice of the pinball machine, is that what you did?
Yes, I
Wow.
sat in a recording booth and just did pinball terminology in a Russian accent for Secret Service. It was last ball, good luck.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can do accents, like I was saying before. You've done like video games and things where you had to have different accents, right? You were
Yes.
like some kind of a troll figure or something in some kind of
Oh, the
fantasy
orc,
game.
yes, in
Orc.
World of Warcraft. I play an orc. I'm on Grand Theft Auto, a bunch of those games.
Wow.
Voices in the cars when you're driving around. You'll hear
Yeah.
me on stations like Emotion.
See?
Oh my God, that was you.
Get the perfect voice for it. You are the voice of it. Something else that you have voiced recently is a movie, a documentary film. Can we talk about
Yes.
that?
Yeah, that was really interesting. It's kind of a new thing for me, a true crime documentary. And a lot of the time they use men for those.
Mm-hmm.
And I got hired. It's airing on Tubi
Okay.
and streaming on Tubi,
Yeah.
I should say. And it's called Love You to Death,
Okay.
the Jodi Arias story. It's a documentary about a very tragic situation.
Do you, when you get the script for that and on that documentary, is there a lot to it? Or are they cutting away consistently and getting more like real person who are involved with the case kind of voices?
They had the video already cut.
Uh-huh.
And so I was able to watch that. And then I got my script, which wasn't, I wasn't in every scene, but I was able to see kind of what I was flowing out of or reading into. So I was kind of, could judge the
Yeah.
voice from there. But it was sort of a new read for me. I have not done a lot of full-length documentaries, so it was a different kind of approach. I reached back to Bill Curtis in Chicago.
Yeah.
Is somebody I grew up watching on TV, and he does a lot of documentaries. And I went and looked him up, and I even emailed him after I got the documentary. I booked it, And he emailed me back.
Wow, how cool is that?
But I'm Bill Curtis.
Right.
I was like doing all these takes, and then by the side I was like, I'm Bill Curtis. And then I launched into my read.
You know what's great about that though, Jen, is that you said you hadn't done that a whole lot, but even at this point in your career, you're trying new things, which I
yeah.
think is an encouragement to anybody out there who is in the creative field, whether you are painting or acting, or maybe you aspire to be a voice actor.
Yeah.
Always pushing the envelope,
You
pushing
got
the
to.
boundaries.
You got to study. You got to grow. You got to move on with the trends. And I'm not stopping.
Right. Well, speaking of that, kind of
Yeah.
a quick transition, you also have this property right now, Peacock Cottage.
The Peacock Cottage.
Yes.
Yes, it's in Fayetteville. It's on Airbnb.
Okay.
And we opened it last October, and it's been pretty well booked since.
Wow.
And it's been
Can
incredible.
I go out there? I'm ready.
There's our mascot. Look at it.
Where did you get that? You are. I love that your
Yes.
peacock even has the Bo Counts hat on as
Yep.
well. Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll come and have dinner with you if you come stay at the Peacock Cottage.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you, what is the kind of the gimmick or the catch? Why do people choose to come and stay at the Peacock? Are there peacocks out there?
There are peacocks. I somehow became a peacock breeder in the last 5 years, and they're wandering around the farm. And so you can see the peacocks and hang out. I also have a whole farm full of horses and
Yes.
donkeys and all kinds of critters. And I always leave carrots in the Peacock Cottage so people can feed the animals. And it's kind of like a farm experience, and it's private and quiet and pretty. And
Carrots in the Peacock
Yes.
Cottage, the
Yep.
Jen Sweeney story.
carrots in the peacock.
And you're going to do the voice for that now that you have
Oh yeah, you're hired.
you just auditioned.
It's a
Yes.
true crime documentary.
Give us a couple of ways we can follow you. First of all, remind us again, where is the Peacock Cottage? How can people book a stay?
You go to Airbnb
Okay.
and you look up the Peacock Cottage on Airbnb, and it's in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
And then, for that, and website for me.
Yeah, website for you. That's the other one.
voiceover is jensweeney.com.
We just want to say a big thank you, as always, for voicing Later with Jason Suel, but also congrats. Super Bowl commercials, you're voicing documentaries, you have a lot going on with your voice acting. So
Thank
thanks
you.
so much. And thanks for taking the time to hang out with us.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor, always.
Yes, always. Always great to see you. Always great to see you, Northwest Arkansas. Stick around. We got more happening later.
Celebrating 10 seasons all year long on Later with Jason Suel. Our musical guests brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, a home for Broadway right here in your own backyard.
Another day in your life now, you can explain. How I never got to this point now, all you do is complain.
Yes, everybody, welcome back. Later with Jason Suel. We're down here at the chef's table with Chef Matthew Cooper from Conifer. Thanks for joining us,
He's
man.
even got his name on the thing.
look
with
at
the
you, so
Conifer.
fancy.
Look at that.
I had to put the chef owner
Yeah,
on
of
there.
course.
People kept asking the wrong questions.
I'm the chef.
Aren't you the server? No.
No.
So,
Of course
Read the
not.
it's a necessity at this point.
Right.
Yeah, for
Look
sure.
at this. This smells great, first of all. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you at home could smell this. But
The
what are we
mise en place
putting
here
together?
is all kinds of aromatics. It's crazy how many smells.
Yeah.
It's all in fact, all of the smells.
Yeah.
I think they're all accounted
They're all
for.
combined right
Yes.
here. What are you doing? Let's put it in the pan and throw it together, man.
All right, so we got some beautiful asparagus, and then we've got some celery root, which is really fragrant and really nice. And we're just gonna make a quick salad. We made like kind of like a ranch, but it's with celery root puree, and then folded in with an aioli that we made like that, so it's dairy free for the people that are dairy free.
Right,
So
yeah.
We're just gonna
You'd never know.
We're just gonna get right in there. We've got
Now
our
that's
celery.
fresh asparagus, right?
Yeah, fresh asparagus that
Okay.
we've just blanched.
Okay,
Okay,
you know,
blanched.
I was
a little
like,
bit.
it's a little.
Yeah.
It's not as crunchy as right out of the garden, but it's really good.
Now remind, what root is this? You
This
said?
is celery root.
Celery root.
Celery root or celeriac. You're starting to see it more and more. You can roast it, which is really beautiful, for like a few hours, and
Yeah.
it turns out really nice. And there's all kinds of fun things. So we're gonna
Pickled
do
onions?
some. Yep, we have pickled onions. We have some chili salt from last season's chilies that we roasted.
How do you make chili salt?
So we take we find out like our local farmers when they have all the chilies that are about to freeze before that last frost, they call me and I'll go grab all of them and we'll harvest them. We'll burn them in
magic
the oven
spell?
and then we puree them and make a salt out of them, which
Nice.
is really cool. And we
Oh,
use
like
it.
add
We use
salt
it.
and, like-
We use it for everything. Yeah, we add salt to the liquid, so we create a mixture instead of like a dehydrated compound. We're gonna make that fancy. We'll put it on top.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'll bring a little color to
Yeah,
the top of
that'd
the
bring a
dish,
color
right?
to the
good.
top of
Perfect.
the dish.
Yeah, I love that.
And
So
you
you always
sprinkled some green peas, some flackies, and some
Right.
2 or 3 dusts. What's the other green?
So we got some chives because I love onions
Okay.
and everything. You know, you have to reinforce that with
Clearly.
all that, right?
Yes. While you're throwing that together, we had you on before, kind of when you were getting ready to launch the
That's right.
restaurant. But talk to us about Conifer. What do you got going on there now in Bentonville?
We have been rocking and rolling. Spring's here, so we are opening up our patio really soon. We're gonna
Nice.
have full dinner service out there. We've got a 18-seat private dining room. We're doing private catering, so not catering in the normal sense, where if you would like a 5-course dinner at your house for like 15 people or
Yep.
under, we'll come and my chefs and I will come and cook a 5-course dinner
cool
for
is
you.
that?
really nice.
5-course dinner for a guy that's just by himself.
Maybe for you. What is this, like my 10th or something time on the show? Maybe it's the time that I owe y'all a dinner.
Yeah,
or
please.
something like that. So,
Man, so that's awesome. And where are you located so the viewers can come?
so
and
we're
find
at 321 Southeast 2nd Street, but we are right before you get to downtown Bentonville. We are the first restaurant you'll see. We're in the Howard Building right there on the left,
Yeah.
where most people park in that Central Avenue parking lot.
Correct, yes.
And yeah,
If
right
you're
across
not
from the
at Conifer,
courtroom.
you're getting towed.
you? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, that's true. Very soon.
Yes.
So yeah, so come and see us. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 5 to 10, dinner only. Definitely want to try to get a reservation to make sure that you got a spot, and we'd love to see you there.
Do you specialize in anything at this restaurant in particular? What's
Yeah.
your kind of your fare? What's
So
your cuisine?
our focus is to support the local farmers in the way in which they need to and want to be supported, and then obviously I'm from the Pacific Northwest as well, so our seafood program is amazing. We
Yeah.
kind of filter that back and forth, and then and we're 100% gluten free because I'm celiac, so it kind of we give people a place to eat with all dietary restrictions and autoimmune disorders, but overall we're just a great restaurant, and that's just kind of like that's the side thing.
That's the
you know?
side thing.
Yeah, and
the
we
focus
really
is
just
the food and
yeah.
the local farming community.
Yeah,
right?
the focus is to really help build the community and be an outreach and a partner for all those
Yeah.
things.
Chef, we've got 3 more things that
Yeah.
I haven't seen used yet.
Nope,
You got
I put that in there.
Yeah, that was in
oh,
there.
that's been
So
used.
these are
crunchies.
almonds with a cane juice, all natural cane juice.
Oh, this is where the big tweezers come in.
tweezers.
Okay, I
This
was
is where the
wondering.
big tweezers come in,
Yes.
right? So we can kind of put those on there and not get our hands all. And these are huckleberry pickled onions from last season's huckleberries.
be
that
right
I
we
knew you
used.
were gonna say.
Do you know that it's actually not huckleberry?
Huckle person.
Nope, it's huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
Do you know what a huckleberry is?
Tell me.
Huckleberry is the handle on the side of a casket.
Oh.
Now I
So
know.
I'll be your huckleberry.
Oh.
That's
Look at you
dark.
dropping knowledge.
That's dark.
That
Isn't
is
it?
dark.
You know where I learned it? NPR.
Oh, there it is.
NPR. There and
There it
there.
is.
This is. Look at this. This is absolutely delicious. We're gonna get the chance to try this, I think,
Yeah.
in our closing segment. So stick around, folks. We're gonna see. We're gonna give you the verdict on what we think about this dish. I'm sure it's gonna be excellent. Stick around. More happening later. Yes, that's our show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms or send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. Before we leave, we've got to thank our amazing guests, including Jen Sweeney, the voice of Later with Jason Suel. Thanks for joining us, Jen.
And of course, Chef Matt Cooper from Conifer for all these delicious
Matt,
veggies.
my new best friend.
Absolutely so good. And the band Liquid Courage. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's eat that thing.